Well, hey there. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below so I know it's the first time you are being exposed to the Pajama Grandma. Today I woke up at 2:30 this morning, and yesterday I woke up at 3, and I couldn't figure out, I used to wake up a lot. I used to not be able to sleep very well when I was running all my businesses and super duper stressed out because I wasn't running them the right way. And I was just trying to do way too much, and I was way too busy, and I put way too much pressure on myself because sometimes we human beings do that. I would have a lot of sleepless nights, and I would wake up more worried about forgetting to do something than what I've woken up thinking about the last couple of days. The last couple of days, I have been restructuring in my mind what I'm doing and what I'm working on, and not restructuring because it's really funny. I woke up at 2:30 and finally got up about 3 and grabbed my notebook and turned on the light, and I started scribbling pages of notes. And the interesting thing is, I probably have scribbled out this same plan, this same thought process a dozen times before in different notebooks throughout the last 20 years. And it keeps coming back. It keeps popping into my mind that this is my framework. This is what I'm supposed to be sharing with people. This is what I've learned over the last 45 years of running businesses in the last quarter century or more in corporate America. This is what I've garnered from my experience and put into a system that helps other people to digest and understand, or a framework that makes it easy for other people to apply it to what it is that they want to do to their lives. And I just thought it was funny that, I woke up thinking, failing to plan is planning to fail, because so many people don't have a plan, not only for their businesses, but for their lives. I think the vast majority of people, and I asked this question in Pajama Grandma today, actually are just going through their lives and going through the motions of their lives. And they might have a goal here or a goal there. They want a new car. They want a new house. They want a better job. But overall, they don't have a direction and a plan for their life. They just want to live a happy life. They don't know even what that means to them. They just want to be happy, or they just want to be a millionaire, or they just want to have a better job, or they just want to provide for their family. Whatever it is, it's, a little bit different for each of us. But once our basic needs are met, what do we want beyond that? And I just woke up thinking most people, most of us, and me in the past as well, I didn't have an overarching plan or desire for my life, or a purpose for what I was working toward. And when I didn't, that meant that I was just supporting my boss's plan, my boss's dream, my boss's ambition and goals for his life. He had a plan. His plan was to have, 80,000 of us all working to help him achieve his plan. Jesus, more power to him, right? But at some point, I realized that I needed to have my own plan. I needed to have my own direction. I needed to have my own framework for what it was that I wanted to accomplish, the impact I wanted to make on the planet and on the world. And I think some people go through their entire lives and they never feel that. They never think, and I don't know why that is, because all of us have the ability to create our own plan and create our own life. I just think that the majority of us don't even think that we can, or that we get to, or that we deserve to. I know for a lot of years, I didn't think I deserved to do anything but work for somebody else. And I have businesses on the side, so it's a little different, but I thought I still had to have a job and the security of a job. No, I laugh when I think of the security of a job, because I've had over a handful of jobs in my career in corporate America. So I think when I graduated from college, which, they're still teaching the college model, go to high school, get good grades, go to college, get good grades, and you're going to be taken care of and you're going to have a good job, which, let's be honest, that's complete and utter bullshit. If you don't have a plan for your life and you don't have something that you're working toward and a direction that you want to go with your life, the chance of success in terms of, and success only matters in terms of how you define it, but the chance of having an awesome life and a great life and the success that you want and that you deserve is really slim to none. unless you're creating your own plan and you've got your own map for how you want your life to go, you're going to be living someone else's map and someone else's plan. And frankly, the world is set up on purpose so that you don't have your own plan, so that you don't think for yourself, so that you don't step out and be who you really could be and be who you're meant to be. Everything in our society is designed, and now I'm going to get into some conspiracy theory here, but everything in our society is defined and designed to control people. And I get that from a, control the masses so there isn't anarchy and chaos, but I also know that that's fine for most people. But if you feel like you're driven for something different, then you're absolutely right, and that's not okay for you. One of my biggest fears in my entire life has been that I would just be normal or average, and I would just always be going with the flow. And sometimes I could get away with that, and sometimes I would be content with that, but never for more than like a couple of days. I'd be coasting along, have a good job, my husband would have a job, the kids would be doing well, everything would be hunky-dory, and it would feel good for a couple of days. I'd be comfortable, and then all of a sudden I'd go crazy and be uncomfortable with what the heck is this all there is? I would get that sense of, is this really all there is that I can expect out of my life? And of course the answer would come back as no, and I would begin a search for something else because I knew I wasn't living on the path of my plan and what I should be doing. So today I woke up thinking about that, mapping out a strategy for how do I create this in a framework? And I think I've actually already kind of done it for people that are growing businesses. And I want to narrow that focus in to not just people who are growing businesses, because I'm finding that is just like I teach everybody else. You have to narrow it down and narrow it down and narrow it down to find your people. I'm looking for my people that think the way I do. That normal isn't good enough for them. Normal's okay and they can survive at normal, but it's not what they really want. It's not what they really desire. And the people that are willing to say, okay, I can be normal, I can fit in with society, but I can also contribute so much more. Because this world needs more than anything people that are willing to step out of their comfort zone, to stand up and say, this is who I am, love me, hate me, it doesn't matter either way. I'm going to show up in my life and create the life experiences that are right for me and that are meant for me to make a difference in the world and to make the world a better place. Because the easiest, fastest way for any of us to positively impact the world is by showing up and being ourselves, being our authentic, who we really are ourselves. So I've been doing it for businesses, but I want to narrow down my focus. What type business owners do I want to work with? Because there's how many businesses on the planet? There's 1 billion restaurants. So how many actual people and individuals and different type businesses are people trying to run and start? Lots. And I don't want to talk to 1 billion businesses. I want to talk to a couple thousand people that want to talk to me and that can relate to me, and teach them the framework that I've learned over my decades, because I'm kind of old these days, and what has worked for me and served me really well. Now, it's the culmination of a whole lot of stuff and a whole lot of experiences, right? 45 years, I'm 58, so 58 years of actually living, but 45 years of businesses, over a quarter century of corporate America experience in different types of industries, different types of businesses, and then everything I've read, everybody I've met, all the events I've gone to, all the trainings I've had, all the education and everything all mushed together, culminated, worked through in my brain, and then spit out in some format that people can digest and use. So for sure, there's a new book in me. Yeah, definitely a new book in me. And that will be coming out very fast. And I think the framework that I'm working on for Supersize Your Business is good, but I think it has to be Supersize Your Business for entrepreneurs, or Supersize Your Business for manufacturing business owners, because I love working with manufacturers. Supersize Your Business for restaurant owners, because I love working with restaurant owners. Totally different niches, though, totally different groups of people, totally different problems that they want to solve, but the underlying process of success is the same for everybody. It's based on universal laws. It's based on universal principles. And once you understand the universal laws and the universal principles, you can apply them to anything. Anything that you want to achieve, anything that you want to do, anything that you want to have, and more importantly, who you are and who you become as you live this life, and how you make your impact on the world, your mark, your legacy. Because once we get our basic needs met, and we got enough food, we got enough water, we got enough place to live, we've got shelter, we've got a way to get around. It's all about, what can I contribute? How can I help other people? What am I here to do? Number one, what experiences do I want to have as I'm living this life? And then how do I want to make a difference in other people's lives? Because when we leave, all we leave with is the experiences we've had and the lives we've touched, the people that we've impacted. So that's what I'm thinking about today. Kind of heavy, but always good things, right? So I encourage you to think about, are you ambitious or are you normal and moderate? Are you just doing what you got to do to get by and survive in the world? Or are you looking for more and looking for how you can get, do, be, and have what it is that you really, really want? Not what you think you have to settle for, but what you really, really want. Because every single person that is hearing my voice absolutely positively deserves absolutely everything that you want. Anything you can imagine, you are destined to actually experience. So now I'm hoping you're imagining things in a good, positive way, right? That's just me. All right, that's what I'm thinking about. I wish you a fantastic day. I will, of course, see you tomorrow with another What's She Up To Now. Today it's day 237, so tomorrow will be day 238. 238 days of sharing what the heck I'm thinking. Kind of scary, right? I sincerely appreciate and love anybody who is brave enough to listen to me and share. And I would love to know what you think, what your thoughts are. How do you feel about some of the things that I share? Do you think I'm absolutely whacked? Go ahead and share that if you do. But I suppose if you think I'm totally whacked, you're not even listening to me. All right. Have a fabulous day. See you tomorrow. Bye.